the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good evening everyone and welcome to another Pace Syndicate Events Hard and Fast Championship. This is round 1 of Season 3 and the qualifying has just begun. If you're new to the broadcast and the Hard and Fast series, this is a Heat V8 race. Alright, there's 10-minute open qualifying session. Only the best of your 3 laps will be counted. It is Heat racing, it's 5-lap sprints, and there will be a consolation race tonight because the field is greater than 24. The main event is 15 laps and 30 points for the winner. Now, we've got to give a big shout out on Snap-on Tools. Massive thanks to them guys for coming on board and helping us out with the Pace Syndicate Events Hard and Fast Championship. This is only the Season 3 and it is big to have such a big name coming on board and helping us out for this race tonight. My name is Steve Kirk. I'm in the broadcast booth with Isaac Edwards as always. How you going, Isaac?
Yeah, I'm going pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Really pumped, ready to rock and roll for this one. It has been a massive build-up for this this season starting, mate.
Yeah.
As the cars are on the field doing their warm-up. Not all the cars are on there. There's just a few on there at the moment. Obviously, I did say before that the best of 3 laps only counts. So we will see who is going to be on top of the timing sheets tonight.
Yeah, certainly. Currently, fast as it is, as we're about to say, Dave Roberts is currently 42.1.
So let's show the qualifying screen of the top 10 qualifiers at the moment. As you can see that Dave Roberts is the fastest with a 42.195 as the paints are just loading up on their cars.
I'm just looking
in second we have Jackson Callow, not Michelle. With that lovely Pace Syndicate Worm Paints Simfinity car.
Not now. It's not. Jackson Harlow goes quickest today, 42.125.
Joe Stewart just jumps up as well. Jackson Harlow jumps straight to the top. So we have Miles Bond in P8 and another fluoro North Brislop Worm Paints car.
Looks very amazing.
We have on track, we have Ross as well, just going in the inside there.
Ross Fallon in the 111 Esports Holland Commodore. Very striking.
Paints loading as well.
It's a very striking livery. I'm just going to say that out loud.
When it loads, you'll see it.
Yeah. Whoa! Otis Caldwell just got a little bit loose and smacked into the inside wall.
Oh, he's in the pits at the moment. Jackson Susan Harlow has topped the timesheets at the moment, and he's going to hold that spot over Dave Roberts. We still have 6.5 minutes to go. Let's have a quick look at the weather while we're here. Okay, this track is a staggering 35 degrees with partly cloudy, so hopefully the race is going to be a little bit, well, it will be a little bit later in the evening, as it's afternoon at the moment. So hopefully that track does cool down by that feature race, because we sure as hell we don't want to see the, you know, the hot track affect the fast times or how these guys are going to be driving.
Yeah, definitely. Usually with a hotter car, the track usually is much more slicker.
We've got a massive amount of names in here as well, hey?
Yeah, we do.
James
Jackson Harlow.
We got Jackson.
James.
Susan Harlow came back as well. He was in last season. Troy Maguire. Oh mate, the list goes on.
Greg Ansbach, Rob Bowden. Some of these guys raced last season. Yeah, it's good to see.
Right, just pulling back in the pits there. There's that livery you were talking about. That lovely one.
It's so striking, but not as striking as Aaron Dillon, who's just spun on at turn 1. He's going for more. Got a fluoro pink color.
Well, that'd be another worm paint scar, wouldn't it?
I think so. Adam is a.
Not out in track.
Oh, it was out. I don't know what happened.
There's a few sitting in the pits, mate. Get out and track.
James Duckworth's just now going quickest on a 41.9, the only one in the 41s at the moment. For those who don't know, James Duckworth.
Yeah, he's an amazing driver.
Yeah, James Duckworth is I think he's only won a single Aussie racing car champion. I think, I will be wrong, but I will check. But yeah, he's driven pretty much a lot of things, like Aussie racing cars, he's raced in Speedway.
And Wayne Burke's out there now as well.
Wayne Burke, Gavin Sadler. He's out on track. Adam Neal. There we go. James Duckworth is a 2-time champion. Won it in 2016 and 2017. Before
That's
pretty much.
That's a good feat there.
Yeah, being back to back.
And also for this race, we have Ryan Colstead over from the AMF. He is joining for race control. He's in the booth helping out the organiser, Kyle Stephen. So you will hear him pop in from time to time, just in case, you know, that if there is a live race control decision, as you see on the AMF Dev Series on Monday nights that we broadcast, he jumps in and you will hear exactly what the drivers have been told from race control.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of them on track at the moment.
Yeah. It's all pretty much dead at the moment.
I think they're just going to focus on the heat racing, I think. I don't think these boys are, you know, playing for sheep stations in the qualifying.
Yeah,
They
Wayne
tend to do that a lot.
Wayne Burke now quickest on a 41.95. So he goes almost 4 100ths quicker than James Duckworth. So that's and Wayne Burke is a good steerer, driving for 1 OPR. Beautiful livery done by Jake Blackhall and Night Rider Designs.
Trying to see who else is on track.
Stephen Kakausk is, I think, he hasn't set a lap.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who's going to do their next lap. No, he's not. What I can see, who else is around?
Just Wayne Burke on his third and final lap.
We've got 2 minutes 22 to go. What's going on? Boys, get out there and do something.
I think they've all set their bankers very early and just pretty much be done and dusted by now.
Alright, so also while we have the time, I'm just going to say that the Pace Syndicate boys do dirt every fortnight on a Wednesday night. You have 360 Sprint Cars if you saw on HoonTV on their Facebook page and their YouTube, because it's live broadcasted to both. They do the dirt 360s, and then after that you have the late models. So that's interesting. If you want to check them out, you can check out last night's broadcast on HoonTV. shout out to Mark for letting us broadcast on such an awesome platform. No one's on track, mate. What's going on?
Weird.
Oh well, they're all parked their cars. They're waiting for the first heat here. As phones are going off and everything.
Yep, that sounds like a Samsung.
It sure is.
Right. Yay.
Alright, well look, there's the top 10. Wayne C. Burke, James Duckworth at second, Jackson Susan Harlow in third, Dave Roberts in fourth, Joe Stewart in fifth, Jackson Callow in sixth, Nathan Anderson in seventh, Nathan Clark in eighth, Miles Bond in ninth, and Ryan Shooter in 10th. Smith Racing in the YouTube chat, what are you drinking? It's not me, mate, that's Isaac, so...
That'll be me,
Jackson
Ben.
Coke.
Pepsi Max. Maximum
Alright,
taste,
so-
no.
Actually, no, why is he actually commenting? Why are you not in this race, Gordon? As your team boss? Why are you not racing?
And
Probably
I'm
come
trying to-
back with some cheeky remark.
yeah,
Another shout out to
possibly.
the Snap-on boys. Cheers for coming on board, hey, and making this race possible. It is a massive series this week. I was talking to Kyle a few days ago about what the season is going to bring, and it is huge. We've gone from 5 rounds to 10. The prize money has gone through the roof. Simfinity are giving away a $300 voucher.
Ooh.
All the sponsors have come together and gave all the prizes a massive upgrade. So it's going to be absolutely crazy this year.
It will be, as Heat 1 is about to get gridded up.
Yeah, as they're about to grid up. Wayne C. Burke out of first, Joe Stewart out of second, Miles Bond out of third, Rob Bowden out of fourth, Adam Canal out of fifth, Gavin Sadler out of sixth, Darren Cartwright out of seventh, Troy McGrath out of eighth, ex-teammates them too, and Stephen Kukowski out of ninth. It's going to be interesting. We'll see what this is going to bring. Hopefully everyone gets away nice and clean as they do the normal... Oh, Stephen hasn't taken the track yet. What's going on?
Don't know.
Yeah, so hopefully he gets back. He gets out there. I hope there's no issues.
I'm just looking at Job Stewart's livery. I'm not sure it's showed up on your screen, but got a bit of sponsoring for Burston Auto Parts. It's an Eccleston livery that was driven by Paul Dumbrell in I think it was the 2017 Dunlop Super 2
It won't
series.
show up on my screen because if they don't send me the paint, it doesn't show up. So
Oh yeah, I see it
that's how
now.
this works now. Right, as we'll bring up the ticker as we're following the pace car. These guys do a formation lap because of the race is so short. They do a quick formation lap, and also this is where the penalties for late and the last heat will be applied. But obviously, being the first heat, no penalty will be applied.
Job,
As you
what
can
are you
see,
doing?
Job taking
Yep.
out the little pace car driver there. Look at his nice, serious face.
Yes, the safety car driver does look very committed to his job. A little bit too committed, in my opinion. As he now enters into pit lane. So here we go, around the final corner for Heat 1, Round 1 of Season 3.
It's
Of
about to
the
get
pace-
underway. This is the first green light for the season.
And
Wayne is off. Jumps on
Wayne-
Job. Nice in the pack so far. Miles Bond. Rob Bowden having a little bit of a
oh, it's going for
over
it's
the
go,
curve.
oh, Job's got just a little bit too committed coming into turn 1.
It's
Used
alright.
a little bit too
Everyone
much
is
road.
still driving
Everyone's-
nice and easy. Oh, who was that going across? Gavin Sadler going across the grass there.
Hey! Oh, we got a car around. That's Gavin Sadler.
Yeah, that was Miles Bond, Gavin Sadler in that accident.
Huge rear end damage to the back of Miles
Oh.
Bond's number 17 Holden Commodore. There you are. Troy
Troy
Maguire.
hasn't
He's got a bit of
issue with
debt.
that car, but he's got it going. That lovely livery from JP's Sim Shed.
Yeah, pretty good.
Car 388, you have a drive-through penalty. Please serve that as soon as possible. Car 388, you have a drive-through penalty.
That is Troy
Yeah.
Maguire.
Gavin Sadler around. He's just exited out. I think he's just had enough. Yeah, that was Ryan
His
Colstead
car
there.
doesn't look too good at the moment, but the boys, or even Rob Bowden's
Rob Bone, the front of his car, it looks
Oh,
very
Darren Cartwright
smashed in.
going for a little bit of grass cutting. Lovely
Turns
livery. Look at that paint. Isn't that awesome?
Looks very striking.
They're all
Very
playing
striking.
nice. What's going on? Stop this.
They were playing. They
Yeah, they've only
are
had
playing.
one little bit of a battle tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, but look where that ended up as.
Yeah, I know. It didn't end up too well as Troy Maguire has to come through and do his penalty and serve his penalty.
Yeah,
That is a nice livery from JP Shimcho.
yeah. JP Korea doing a very good job on that livery there. Parks it.
Darren Cartwright in P4 running for 111. Rob Bowden in P5 got a little bit of damage to the front left fender on that one. Miles Bond does not look good at all on the left hand side of that car. And Troy Maguire is just coming out of the pits to go back on track. Still in front of Gavin Sadler that's sitting in the pits from too much damage. But Wayne C. Burke is up the front, checked out. See you later. Corner by corner, lap by lap. As he's about to come on to the last lap of this heat.
Is it the last lap?
It will be.
Oh,
Across the
really?
start, finish line.
Basically, the top three have not got any damage on that car. What?
Well, that's what it
So,
was. It was
ever.
kind of P4 backwards. You know. Wayne C. Burke just did the fastest lap of the race. So
Doing
far. Well, there's only one lap left.
Yeah, it's final lap
So
now.
let's jump in his car. and have a look.
It keeps the car so smooth. It's so planted. I think this is an open setup race, so the setup's open to anyone. So it's doing so well in that car. Gets it a little bit. Whoa! Goes right out sideways into the final corner. Wayne Berg's going to take out Heat 1, Round 1 here at Tsukuba. Whoa!
Oh, James Shield way out.
And spins it. Coming across the line, he will finish in second. Tries to do a Hollywood-style Jade turn, but doesn't get it sorted. Just does a bit of dillies because, hey, why not? Whoa! That's a lob.
It was
That's
after it was after the finish line. It was all good.
Yeah, all
results
good.
for that race was Wayne C. Burke up front. Oh well, now they just disappeared, so that's awesome.
Wayne Berg is your winner,
Yeah,
followed
of
by
that one. Jackson
Job
Harlow
Stewart was
in second.
Job Stewart's second, M. Cannell is third, Darren Cartwright is fourth, Rob Bowden fifth, Miles Bond sixth, Joe Maguire seventh, Gavin Stadler eighth, and Stephen Kakaush did not start that heat.
All right, let's go on to the next one. This is Heat 2. Okay, this is the grid for the race. In P1 is James Ducksworth and Jackson Callow. In P2, Ryan Shooter. In P3, John Schultz. In 4, Brian Cooper. In 5th, Aaron Dillian. In 6th, Terry Marwood. In 7th, Ira Fellberg. In 8th, and Kyle Stevens, the man himself, in 9th. But I doubt Kyle will be taking the track.
Nah, this will be an 8 car.
Currently in race control.
Yeah,
So as the clock counts down,
everyone.
they're
I think
gonna do their
everyone's on track.
formation lap.
Pace car, Porsche 911 safety car, just sitting pretty. Bit of
Doesn't
how's he
have
doing?
It's missing the rear wing.
It just looks weird. It just looks weird in that style. I think I've said this numerous times, but if they're gonna scan a safety car, they might as well try and be a Porsche. They might as well try to scan like maybe a 911 GTS or something similar to that, like what supercars used in 2017, 2018 before they used the Ford Mustang safety car, which
Well, someone's going in front of the safety car there. What's going on, James?
James getting a little bit impatient. Just a little bit impatient. He's actually
They should make that an incident, hey? If they hit a car.
they're going in. He's going inside the safety
Gordon
car. So
Smith in the YouTube chat. Go Ira, you're my hero.
that's actually Benjamin Smith.
Is it?
In the,
no, that'd be Gordon.
Go on.
Yeah, but 92.
92 Hyundai XL. I thought that was Benjamin Smith, unless he is 98.
Gordon Smith, the other one that drives XLs up in Queensland. All right, as they all get held up by James Wood Ducksworth on the last corner. He's going to drop the clutch when he wants to.
So many Smiths is hurting my head.
There he is. He's off. He wants that good start.
And he got it.
For sure. As you can see, just a little bit messing around in the back of the pack there.
Ryan Shooter.
Whoa,
Gets it loose. Gets it really loose. Gets it really, really, really.
Yeah, Ben's 91, by the way. That's what Gordon just wrote in chat.
Okay.
That was a good start. Ryan Shooter.
Oh!
Close. Oh, moment.
Aaron Dillon just got a little moment there. Gets it sideways, manages to pick it up, loses a couple of spots. But he's going to try and get it back up. As he's going, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, that's it. That's a penalty for sure. Terry Marwood just got put in the fence.
See ya later, Jan.
I was just about to say, them boys drive all right. I was driving against them too, and they were him and his teammate in Dev Series on Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah. Driving all right. That lovely Simfinity paint.
Cursed him. You've cursed him.
James Ducksworth out front, taking it easy at the moment.
He's taking it really smooth, but look at this.
The fight is between two teammates here.
Jackson Carlo and Ryan Shooter.
Yeah, let's jump on the roll bar and watch this, see who's going to shove it down the inside or something. They'll play nice. Oh,
yeah, Shooter.
Sideways.
Shooter gets a little bit sideways there.
A little bit heavy on the throttle.
Yeah, just the hairpin bin. There is no way that you'll get two cars into that corner.
I'm surprised I haven't heard from race control yet.
Yeah, they must be taking a long, hard look on that one because
Ryan is the closest here. He's really battling against his teammate. He really wants to spit it out this spot.
Yeah, coming around the hairpin there. I'm always having a look at the billboards, and I do see Gran Turismo and Polyphony Digital. That's a bit of a gaming conflict.
Nah, one's a sim, one's a game, mate.
Well, they're both simulators, but one's for console, the other one's for PC.
No.
Oh,
I'm not paying them.
Well, I played Gran Turismo.
Do in nice and cruisy. No other closer battles. The only other one is Aaron.
Oh,
Terry again.
Ryan Shooter nearly. Contact.
Brian. A little bit of yeah. So that's not only one car he's taken out. That's
Aaron.
two.
Car 013, you have an end-of-line penalty for the next heat for causing a collision. I repeat, that's car 013, end-of-line penalty for next heat for causing a collision.
You knew that was going to happen.
I knew it.
Definitely.
Aaron Dillon.
Jackson.
Can't wait.
Sticking out the nose there. Up against Ryan.
Oh, this is going to get really hairy now.
I don't know, they've done a few laps together. It's only 5-lap race, so they're doing really good. Back up the front, James Duckworth checked out, see you later. Okay, 5-second lead. He's going to take it out easy as long as he just completes the next lap. I don't find that he's going to have any problems doing that, as you can see.
But never say never.
No, I'm not cursing anyone. Look at him, cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, very cool. His experience in motor racing does pay off. Coming around the final corner now, James Duckworth will take Heat 2 in a little bit more eventful race, but at least it's a bit more tame this time around.
Jackson didn't get it on the back of Ryan, so Ryan's going to finish in second spot. Jackson in third, John Schultz in fourth, Brian Cooper in fifth.
Whoa!
Coming through in sixth, Aaron Dillon in seventh, Terry Marwood in eighth. Unfortunately got taken out, but hey,
that's racing.
Alright, the next race, let's have the grid. Jackson Susan Harlow up in P1, Nathan Anderson in P2, Adam Neal in P3, Craig Anspatch in 4, Jason Mikowski in 5, Mick Wilson in 6th, Otis Cordwell in 7th, Christopher Tomlin in 8th, and Ryan Colstead is not in 9th because he's in the
race control.
Yeah, that's it. He's race control booth. Oh, yeah, you heard him before. I don't think he's racing.
No.
So as you can see in the lovely corner there. The snap on Tsukuba. Super sprint. That's where we are tonight. 10
Jeez,
rounds.
Jeez,
Don't
almost
forget
sounds
to
like
go and- What's that?
sounds like a supercars event.
Because it is.
It is. You got
Oh, no, it's an iRacing V8 event.
yeah, true. It's
Oh, that's a
yeah.
bit of a jump start there, Jax.
he's getting keen, but I think he's actually going to get a penalty for that.
That's a jump start, mate.
That's it's going to be an iRacing afflicted penalty. So no.
Yeah, I think that iRacing need to write some things in here about safety cars and how they drive them.
Yeah, I think Jackson just got too keen on the go pedal.
He's just messing around.
Yeah,
I don't know if he just dropped the clutch by accident first.
must have. Well, these cars do have the ability to stall, so I wonder who's got the anti-clutch on or not. Look at Nathan Anderson's livery too. That looks pretty cool. And the Pulse Racing Ford FG Falcon. Got all the got everything there. Podium Broadcasting, CM Security, Country Batteries, and the AMF GT.
Stand in the
AMF
YouTube
plus.
chat. Give him hell, Nath. Go PRT, should I say? Sorry. Trust me, we see his name up the front a lot in the AMF GT Dev Series. As
Yep.
the pace car comes off the track, and Jackson is the man to go.
is
How
the
long
man
will
to
he hold it?
Well, he had that iRacing penalty. Well, I'm gonna keep a close eye on him to see if he has
We
to
would
duck
have
in the
found
penalty.
out something by now. There's got to be something happen there. As he drops the hammer and goes for it.
It's darted away. No hesitation. It's gone.
Everyone going nice and neat round the first corner in this heat. That's how you got to see it. Craig Anspach though on the back of Adam Neal. He doesn't want to let him get away, and also Nathan Anderson keeping up on the back of Jackson Susan Harlow.
Nothing on where he's heading at the moment, but it looks like he's gonna avoid that. So he might have
got away
dodged
with it.
well, he might have dodged a bullet there, but we'll keep a close. I'm gonna keep a close eye on
You
it.
have to think that was a jump start.
Yeah, it was a jump start in a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna keep a close eye on Harlow there to see if he does duck into the bits. But at the moment, that's not the case. He's probably trying to get as big of a gap as he can, so it doesn't get too much of a compromise.
Jason
If he
Fields
does-
in the YouTube chat. Some good looking liveries. Yes, they sure are. Some of them are done by Worm Paints, another major sponsor to the Hard and Fast series.
It's like the majority of the field is sporting a Worm Paints painted livery.
No, I think it's the Pace Syndicate boys. You know, they all show up to this. They love this series, and that's why they do it every week after week after week. And that's what makes it fun. That these guys come back and they can battle different people for that quick 5-lap race every time, every week. You know, every Thursday you can have that wicked fight. Oh, you just see Craig just get. Oh, not Craig. Sorry, Adam Neal just getting it sideways
Oh
around turn
man,
3, turn 2. Should I say?
that's pretty
Jackson
close.
Also just going a little bit wide, touching the grass. No dramas for him. He can control the car. No dramas at all.
He's
Adam Neal still back on track, but
he's on lap
now
4.
behind Craig Anspach.
He's on lap 4, and I think usually what happens is that you're meant to, if it's a black flag, you have like at least three laps to try and.
Oh, he would have done it by now.
Yeah, it would have done it by now, but
there's no iRacing penalty to me. Not at all.
no. Yeah, it looks like he's dodged a bullet there.
These boys are
Wow.
driving really good.
Oh,
Go to the
Jersey.
wrong camera.
Otis Caldwell
Oh,
and the
he's
back
looking.
of
He's
Joseph
looking.
McCrouse.
Oh, how
it's
close
got
can you
touch.
be? How close can you be?
Dude,
That
that's
is awesome driving, mate.
so close, but the driving stands are amazing.
Jackson Susan Harlow going on to the final lap. Nathan Anderson in second spot. Craig Anspach in third with Adam Neal right up his back bumper, showing his nose, saying, mate, I'm here, don't slip up, or I'm going to take that spot from you. Also
Same
behind
with-
that, Jason Makowski has got Otis right behind him. As we look again, awesome driving on the last lap. You can see both battles happening in front of you from this camera view. Hopefully they
let's
do it. Who's going to send it? Is he going to go the
Yeah.
outside? No, he'll go back into
Oh!
the inside run. It was close. Both of them
Too
are close.
close. But Jackson
This is a good
Harlow,
battle.
he's got a bit of damage. Must had it gets a little loose, but he will take heat number 3.
So Jackson Harlow has already finished the finish line, or crossed the finish line, should I say. Nathan Anderson in P2, Craig Ansbach in P3, in P4, Adam Neal, Jason Makowski in 5th, Otis Cordwell, Mick Wilson, and Christopher Tomlin rounds out the 8. What a race! That was really good, that one. At least
Yeah, it
these
was.
boys had a fair fight this time, so it's good to see. All right, let's go on to the next one. Heat number 4, and the last heat of the night. Out of P1 is Dave Roberts, 2 Nathan Clark, Dwayne Priest. Out of 3 Ross Talon, I'll say it. If I said that wrong, he would kill me. Lockie Dalton out of 5th, Lindsay Hobbs out of 6th, Ryan Bull out of 7th, and George Fullerton out of 8th. I'll make jokes about it because he's actually in my team. So if I said his name wrong, he'd, strong message on Discord in about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes time.
Smith Racing in YouTube chat, get heavy on the loud pedal. Well, they will. HoonTV, hey, how you going?
Hey, we got Hoon
That'll be
TV.
Mark. How you going, buddy? Alright, as we were just waiting for Ross Talon to jump up on the grid, hopefully there's nothing wrong and everything is fine.
This will be
He's probably
very...
messaging me right now on Discord, that's why.
Yeah.
You paused. So Ross Talon did not grid. What's going on?
Don't know what Ross is trying to do.
HoonTV, don't forget to give the thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel. There's awesome content on this. As I said, always when I'm broadcasting on HoonTV, go check it out, man. When you're during smoko, lunch break, recess, whatever. Get your daily fix of the Hoon.
Oh, there we go. Ross Fallon dropped out before he got onto...
That
Got
has
to
to
grid.
be some technical issues with that one.
Yeah.
He was keen on running this series. All week, these boys have been absolutely pumped about this.
I'm spewing for Ross. Oh, there you go. It's connected, so he might have a chance to
Start from the pits.
start from the bit. So, but he'll... Will he be a lap
Look at
down?
that nice dark HoonTV Falcon. Should be on a Holden
Hmm.
of Nathan Clark.
I stayed otherwise. Being
As the
a...
race car, and that's it. There's no holding back. Dave Roberts just drops the clutch and see you later. See who's going
See
to
ya.
be sleeping in the back of the pack, but Dave Roberts has a nice little bit of a lead there. Oh, Ross Talon's back in the server.
And...
Nathan Clark just getting a little bit on too much on the rear brakes there.
Well, Lindsay Hobbs goes really wide and lets Lockie Dalton down on the inside.
Oh,
I
that's
think
real
I'm
close to the back bumper.
really, really, really close. But would there be a chance of... Oh boy. Web
These lads
paints.
cars, they have a fair few of them around at the moment.
Yeah. I think they drive... I think there's a few lads driving them.
Also,
No
Hoon
pun.
TV just writing in the YouTube chat. And for the Commodore fans, check out our latest video in the 5-litre VN Calais that just turned 30, I think. Wasn't it, the other day, that the VN Calais just turned 30 years old? How old
really?
does that make you feel?
Too old. I'm only 20. No.
Well, you weren't around.
No, I wasn't. Oh,
VN's the best car ever. VNSS, should I say. It was the best car ever.
The
Calais
VNS.
were awesome to be a sleeper.
well, my
Pace,
favorite...
Dave Roberts is up the front. Ooh, just
My
dropped
fa-
off the curb there.
Whoop. My favorite Commodore has to be either the VE or like the VF or the
You're showing your age there, Isaac, if you say VE's a nice car.
or the VT, VT or VS.
VT, first one with 5.7 litre. Alright, let's get back to racing and we can talk cars all night. Alright. Right, let's have a look. The two lads, boys, are right next to each other. Dave Roberts is still up the front. Nathan Clark in second position. Dwayne Prince in third. Lockie Dalton in fourth. Lindsay Hodge in fifth. George Fullerton in sixth. Ryan Bull in seventh. And Ross is actually out on track in the wrong paint. So he's going to sue me. He's going to, sue me for that one. He'll send me a message for very, very soon. So, yeah. Historic Rego. Yeah, true. That is true. HoonTV in the YouTube chat. They are now, after 30 years old, you can have historic Regos in the car. Also in the YouTube chat, Worm Paints announced today iRacing will be the software for the next V8 E series. That is major news out today. If you do follow the iRacing community, you'll see, just in the background there, Lockie Dalton real wide, going a little bit of, bad re-entry.
Nearly collects Lindsay Hobbs. That was so close. Nearly hit the side of him.
I think one of the boys need to go and paint his car and put a big bucket and a shovel and spade or whatever on the front bonnet there.
Spady.
It was that deep in the sand there.
Yeah, it was. Nearly beached, bro.
Aussie pride on the back of Lindsay Hobbs' car there.
Yeah.
Smith Racing, FYI, Hyundai XLs are the best cars ever. Okay, if you're going to the shops.
Yeah.
Still up
it's
the
good.
front, Dave Roberts doing a nice job in the Worm Paints Pace Syndicate car. Also Nathan Clark right behind him in the black and white HoonTV Falcon. And then behind him, Dwayne Priest trying to close that gap. And the lads racing team.
.666. Nathan Clark is behind Dave Roberts, so he's...
Yeah, the next fight's 5th, 6th. They're really close, half a second each. Sorry, Isaac, I'm just trying to keep up with everything that's going on.
Yeah, can't keep up.
Dave Roberts coming around the last corner. And he's going to take out the win. P1 as Nathan Clark's trying to get it a little bit sideways for some action there. And he gets P2, Dwayne Priest in third, Lockie Dalton in fourth, Lindsay Hobbs just behind in fifth, George Fulton getting it sideways and puts it in the ball.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't get fifth, he gets sixth. Reversed it over the line.
Reverse entry.
Mate, that is Cole Trickle style going into the pits.
Yeah. There we go, Constellation race.
Yeah,
How many cars are there?
20 up.
23.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race. And look.
No, wait. No, 21, sorry. Excluding Kyle and Ryan because
Alright,
they're race control.
Let's go. Darren Cartwright, 111 Esports up front. Ex-CMR driver. John Schultz, Pace Syndicate out of 2. Adam Neal, Pace Syndicate out of 3. Lockie Dalton out of 4th. Rob Bowden, Tank SRT out of 5th. Brian Cooper out of 6th. Jacob Makowski out of 7th. Lindsay Hobbs out of 8th. Miles Bond out of 9th. Ira Felberg out of P10. Otis Caldwell 11th. George Fullerton 12th. Troy Maguire 13th. Aaron Dillian out of 14th. Mick Wilson out of 15th. Brian Bull out of 16th. Gavin Sad out of 17th. Terry Marwood out of 18th. Christopher Tomlin out of 19th. And Ross Talent out of 20th. Stephen Kukowski out of... Is it correct? Yeah, it would be Kukowski. And
No,
21st, and Kyle and Ryan are race control. But that just shows you on that grid there, right, that if you get a penalty or do something silly in a race, that it's going to penalise you. Like, look at Troy Maguire down in 13th. Even at the point of Terry Marwood got last in the other race because of it wasn't his fault, it was a crash. So unfortunate for him. But up the front, Darren Cartwright is the man that's going to hold up the field. If someone can spell his name right on the back of his car, I'll mention it so someone else doesn't. Yes, I know, Darren. Yes, I will fix it.
Whoopsie.
No. I did it as a joke, but I just left it.
Oh.
So, interesting field tonight. It's going to be awesome fun. Someone say something about the liveries, Worm Paints in the YouTube chat. Yes, most of them are yours. You want a talented, nice fluoro colour livery? By all means, hit up Worm Paints on Facebook.
It's gonna get really interesting. Only 13 cars will go into the feature. So basically half the field will need to try and get past to try and get into the feature.
It's all on Darren Cartwright. Is he going to drop the clutch? And he's
right
off.
Now.
As you just see, Adam Neal just getting a little bit of curve. Oh no, it wasn't. It was John Schultz.
Schultz had a bit of curbing. And it looks like it's very clean at the start.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Oh, Rob Bowden going for a bit of a dive bomb there. Doesn't get it.
Just looking at the back of the pack there, make sure they all got round nice and neat. Yeah, not too bad. There's one straggler out the back there that's gone across. That's Mick Wilson. Just had a little bit of error on the first corner. Boys are doing really well so far.
Oh no! Terry Marwood also got a little loose there. Bit of damage in the back of his Ford
Troy
FG
Maguire
Falcon.
is on fire. He's jumped a few spots already. A little bit of bump. Oh, concertina effect going around that corner. Oh, and he stops just to let that position go through again. How's that for decency? And it wasn't even his fault. He got bumped from behind as well. As you see,
Yeah.
Darren Cartwright still out the front as Rob Bowden tries and goes around the outside. He's going to shut the door on him. As you can see in the background, Lockie Dalton and Jason Markowski just getting into a fight there, and Lockie's taking that spot from Jason.
Oh,
But
car
on the back,
wide.
Miles Bond is on the back. This is a complete train all the way through.
Oh, Aaron Dillon! Straight into the hairpin wall.
And he's
Who was
out.
that?
He's exited the. He's hit escape, and he's asked for the tow truck
Terry
to
Mar-
come and grab him. As this fight up the front, as you can see, Rob Bowden trying to go around the outside again on Darren Cartwright, but Darren's going to get the exit out of this corner, and he's going to get his foot flat. So
That
let's
was-
see
that
what
was-
happens. He's got the inside line down into turn one. Hopefully they don't touch, and it gets nice and neat. And Rob's going again. He's going for the outside line, and Darren
There's-
will go up in front. Brian Krupa just took the spot over John Schultz down the inside of turn one and fits in behind him. As you can just see in the background there, you've got Lindsay Hobbs right on the back of that Pace Syndicate North Sim slot car. These boys are doing really well at the moment. Ross Talon had a little bit of an argument, and he's hit the escape key and asked for the tow truck to come and get him. Oh, the battles are going off everywhere. Lindsay Hobbs, look at the battle of this. Look at that 500 car going a little bit sideways there of George Fullerton. But that's not the first time he's done it today. Oh,
Troy
Ross
Maguire.
Talon. Yeah, he's still in the pit. Sorry, I just saw something go down. Shoot down the order of it. Troy Maguire still moving up the field. Doing awesome. He's got a little bit of a fender problem, so obviously there's a little bit of a tangle back in the pack. But
At the moment, he's in the cutoff zone. He's in the cutoff zone.
Car 013, you will receive an end-of-line penalty for the next week's race for causing a collision. Repeat, that's car 013, end-of-line penalty for next week's race for causing
that's
a collision.
Aaron Dillian. Not only that, as we were just watching 212 Criminal Tomlin just put Troy Maguire a little bit sideways, that's going to be frowned upon. As you can see, that obviously the 13th place, this is the cut-off for the
Oh! Christopher Tolman just got
so there's only
very
one lap
wide.
left to go, and Darren Cartwright has led this race from go to woe if he holds it out for the next half a lap, I should say. Okay, Rob Bowden as well is right behind him. Jason
Oh,
Mikowski
Troy,
still having a
sideways,
fight.
sideways. Initial D, deja vu, gets it done.
Ryan Cooper trying to look up the inside. These positions are all going through, so let's go back to 12th and 13th between Terry Marwood and Troy Maguire. Troy Maguire has just dropped back a little bit, but he's got past Christopher Tomlin that did give him a little bit of a shunt before and got him sideways, but obviously Troy has gathered himself up.
And it's going to be Rob Bowden who finishes the Consolation race over Darren Cartwright. So it looks like they might.
No. Oh yeah, he did. He just got him.
Yeah,
So
1.1
obviously something
seconds.
happened in the last corner. So that's Rob Bowden, Darren Cartwright, Lockie Dalton in third, Jason Mikowski in fourth, Miles Pond in fifth, Brian Cooper in sixth, John Schultz in seventh, Lindsay Hobbs in eighth, Gavin Sadler in ninth, George Fullerton in 10th, Otis Cordwell in 11th, Terry Marwood in 12th, 13th is Troy Maguire, Christopher Tomlin in 14th, Mick Wilson in 15th, Ira Fenwood in 16th, Ryan Bull in 17th, Ross Talon in 18th, Alan Dillian, and the rest were DNFs. What a race that was. That was a little bit of, more action-packed than last couple, should we say? All
Yeah,
right,
that was.
while we're at it, let's go to the grid real quick. All right, Wayne C. Burke up in the pole position for this one. James Duckworth out of second. Jackson Susan Harlow out of third, sorry. Dave Roberts out of fourth. Job Stewart out of fifth. Ryan Shooter out of sixth. Nathan Anderson out of seventh. Nathan Clark out of eighth. Adam Canal out of ninth. Jackson Callow out of 10th. Craig Anspatch is 11th. Dwayne Prince is 12th. Rob Bowden is 13th. 14th is Darren Cartwright. Lockie Dalton is 15th. Jason Mikowski is 16th. Miles Bond 17th. Brian Cooper's 18th. John Schultz is 19th. Lindsay Hobbs is 20th. Gadden Sadler is 21st. George Fullerton is 22nd. Otis Caldwell is 23rd. Terry Marwood is 24th. And Troy Maguire rounds out all the field at 25. He hasn't had a good run tonight, but yeah, he can definitely pedal. So, oh, as you see, someone just jumping a little bit line there. Dave Roberts. No, who was that? Job Stewart in the 94 car. As you see, the lights are on. They're ready to race. It's coming into the twilight bit of the race.
I reckon Wayne Burke must have had a bit of a stall there before getting the car going. So he's managed to get it going.
They've got one lap to get back in and get into formation. Everyone, if you are new to iRacing, this is the V8s Holden versus Ford on iRacing Simulator. This is the closest you can get to real racing without buying a real race car. And trust me, this is probably just as expensive. If you get into it enough, trust me, the Sims are pretty expensive. Not if you buy a Simfinity one though. No.
Yeah. Wayne Burke confirming that he did stall when the safety car pulled away, so that's why Job Stewart got a little bit too happy on the trigger.
Alright, the pace car is off the track. Wayne C. Burke has got it under his throttle, so whenever he wants to go, this is when the rest of the field will go.
I can smell there will be an incident.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. As you see them rounding onto the main straight.
Wayne Burke gone up
shot. As you can see them all coming down into turn one. Oh, a little bit of bump in there. Oh, look who's around that. That's far out. Alright, let me pick
four wide. 4-1 to turn one.
That's going crazy at the back of the pack here. Everyone's on the grass, back on the grass, on the track, off the track.
God, this is absolutely
that many events happening at once.
Oh,
it is
one in the
crazy.
wall. Terry Marwood in the wall.
It's going back up. Nathan Anderson making a move. Just saw that on the timing sheets. Hopefully they get away with it. Nathan Anderson just.
Oh, Troy Maguire. It was that going a little sideways. That was Brian Cooper. As well.
Side running. This is
awesome no racing. One wide. The 12. Lindsay Hobbs.
Just on the grass there, that's not too bad. They've done well. Absolutely done well for the first lap of this race.
Yeah, true.
It is a hard and fast series. There is nothing you can hold back. It is either you go for it 100%. Oh, you can just see a spin in the back of the
Rob Bowden!
Ryan Shooter. Is that Ryan Shooter that just went round? No?
No.
I got Rob awfully sideways.
Oh! Contact! Rob Bowden on Lockie Dalton makes the car very unsettled, but manages to keep the car on the black line, on the black stuff, and not around. So what a save for the 43 Holden VF Commodore.
It's 43 and 443 going side by side. 43 is in the wall. Oh, in the wall. Tabbed.
Another one. Rob Bowden in the wall. Teammate. There was a teammate on teammate collision.
Yeah, that's not going to go well with the team boss, eh?
No, there's going to be a lot of words after that one.
And Dave Roberts has Nathan Anderson right on his rear bumper.
Oh, Troy Maguire. Troy, contact! Troy Maguire on Jason McCrowski in the 29. They're going to go free. Way going to hit it, and then maybe even more contact. Oh, you're kidding me.
This is all off tonight. These boys are not holding back.
Jason McCrowski on Troy Maguire as well. Man,
I think they're going to settle down soon. There's going to be no cars left.
Yeah.
Ross Talent in the YouTube chat. Game froze just before my heat. Yeah, we saw you dropped out a little bit then and rejoined. Unfortunate, but hey, there's always next week. We have 9 more rounds to go.
George Fullerton just got a little bit sideways coming down the front.
He's having a fight up the front there. I'm just trying to keep going through. Ryan Shooter on the back of his teammate.
Jackson Callow.
Bond as well on the back of Craig Anspatch. Haven't seen much of him tonight. He's probably just had a nice cruisy clean race.
Same with the front. Wayne Burke then has a 1.1 second gap over Jackson Harlow. So
Dalton's car doesn't look too bad down the back. Just having a look at the back of the pack.
Well,
you've got to give everyone their 30 seconds of fame. Why not? Let's go through the whole entire field while we can. I'll leave the top 5 up so you can see if there's any lead changes in the race. All right, Wayne C. Burke out of first, Jackson Susan Harlow out of second, James Duckworth
Oh,
in third, Joe
McCracken.
Stewart in the fourth, Dave Roberts in fifth, Nathan Anderson right behind him in sixth, Nathan Clark. Then it's Jackson Callow with Ryan Shooter, his teammate, so all three teammates, or four should I say, Adam Canal behind them. Craig Anspatch as well, just going a little bit wide, touching the grass, probably going to lose a spot over Miles Bond that's going around the inside of the next corner. Dwayne Priest is in 13th, Darren Cartwright is in 14th, John Schultz in 15th, Brian Cooper in 16th, Gavin Sadler in 17th, Terry Marwood in 18th, Otis Cordwell in 19th, followed by George Fulton, Troy Maguire, Rob Bowden that's pulling into the pits, the car must be done, Lockie Dalton, Jason Mikowski and Lindsay Hobbs. Look, it's not always about winning the race. Look, if you can have a battle at the back of the pack like these two are going, having a crack and having some fun, that's what it's all about. You're driving a V8, you're having a race, and this is what you do. So, look, if you crash, so what? It happens. But yeah, keep on track. Go on your pits, fix your car, come back out, and keep circulating, mate. This is how you're going to learn. Nathan Anderson is still on the back of Dave Roberts. I can see the gap closing slightly, but you can see the fight between them. But these guys are all teammates, so they're all going to play nice. Otherwise, you'll probably hear Kyle jump in here and give him a bollocking. But nah, these boys know how to drive. They're in training together every week, so no doubt that they're just playing with each other at the moment.
Yep.
We'll see when the laps go. Well, it's only lap 7, so when the laps go down to about 12, 13, then we might see some action in between them, but fighting for a position. As you can see, Darren Cartwright still holding out from John Schultz. Awesome work he did in the Dirt Series last night as well.
Did pretty well.
See Burke is out the front, doing a nice job.
8
Holding up
attempts.
Jackson Susan Harlow that just rocked the front and left, pushing hard into it. James Duckworth. I'd probably thought that he would be right on the back of Jackson Susan Harlow at the moment, and Joe Short as well. Recently just left 111. He's doing some well. He's doing well as well. For P4, I thought he'd be a little bit more further up the track. He's got really good pace on him. I thought he'd be right up the back of James Duckworth, should I say?
Yeah, Duckworth's got a bit of damage on the right of his Holden Commodore. Same with the back of Jackson Harlow. Must have had a bit of a tussle, possibly on the first lap, but it hasn't affected him in terms of performance. And I think the gap is actually starting to compress a little. Wayne.
Yeah, look at also going back in the pack. I was just watching on Troy Maguire there. His car not looking too pretty. He hasn't had a really good night tonight, but look, as I said, there's always next week to come back and jump on board. Let's go and see Nathan Anderson's view of the back of his Pace Syndicate Dave Roberts car. Let's see what's going to happen in the next, few laps with this.
Gone a little wide at the final corner. Let's see how he does. Does it really close into behind of Dave Roberts?
Also, Brian Cooper's really up the back of John Schultz.
Could be a pass here very shortly. Oh, whoa, John, hold it. Hold on there, baby.
That's not what you want to do when someone's that close.
No, I think he's either made a mistake looking at the mirror too much, or he's got a bit of an arrow push into the hairpin, which is the case in these type of cars. You can get a case of arrow push, which is the air pushing the car, making it do mistakes like what happened with Schultz.
Jason Fuhrman's just in the YouTube chat there. Well, makes up a meeting for heats and a pre-final. It's up to basically how many drivers we have. There's 3 heats, and then if there's more people, we'll have a 4th, 5th as consolation races, and then we'll go into basically a feature race. But if there's over 24, then we'll have basically dirt class kind of stuff. It'll be an A and then a feature. Everyone's doing so well at the moment. There's only a couple of close battles, but these are between teammates, so I don't expect nothing crazy to happen. As you can see, Miles Bond just going up the inside of that was Adam.
Adam Canal.
Yeah, so... No, Dwayne Priest, sorry. No, Adam.
It was Adam
Get it
Canal.
right. Yeah.
17 Commodore,
Brian
but it
going
looks
up
like him.
on Adam, so... Look, he's left that spot. He went out wide and just gave it to him anyway, so it's all good. Or Jackson.
Yeah.
But as I said, they're all teammates. They're all nice, playing nice at the moment. But up the front, look, Wayne Burke's got it. And it's got a little bit of traffic here and there, but hopefully that's not going to hold him up and it's not going to cause too much dramas. As you can see, it's pretty respectful around here and they move out. Oh, Jackson Susan Harlow just getting real close to that lap
Really
car
close
there.
to lap traffic. Who was at 171?
I think he was just being impatient and just sending it because he wants to close that gap and hoping that Wayne is probably going to get held up a little bit. There's only 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
So
That was Otis Caldwell that he got balked to. And he goes lap down. So at the moment, it looks like traffic isn't hurting.
not at the moment. Wayne's going around him nice and easy, but you know, the cars are not going to stay out that wide, and the distance between Wayne and Jackson, I think Jackson's going to have more of an issue than Wayne. But they've got a bit of a gap at the moment. I think they're going to finish this lap no dramas at all. There is no close fights, only miles, but it's his teammates, so they're not going to do anything too crazy. If not, he'll probably send it anyway. Darren Cartwright is catching up to the back of Craig Anspatch, and John Schultz just dropping off the back. Also Gavin Sadler is closing the gap. Brian Cooper. Yeah, so look, it's been pretty eventful night, pretty fun night, but yeah, I think Wayne's going to take this out. He's got a massive gap, there's no traffic in front, and if he holds it out and just drives nice like he's been doing all night, he's going to take it nice and easy. Jackson's had a good night as well. He's had a few little incidents, nothing major. As you can see, James Duckworth just getting held up by some lap cars. They should be moving out the way. Obviously iRacing does show blue flags, and you do have technically a lap to get out of the way and let them through. Like that now. Both of them boys should be getting out of the way. That's basically obstructed. So, as we're on the final lap of lap 16 of 16. It was a 16 lap race. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
Not a 15, because I was waiting for the white flag to come up, and it just came up then. So, obviously this will be the final lap. And everyone's done a really good job. Dave Roberts and all their boys fighting. Nathan Anderson. PRT is right at the behind. It got past Jackson. It's fighting with Ryan.
There we go,
Send it, mate.
Give it a send. Wayne Berg.
Wayne Berg's going to take over him as well, so that's just teammate fights. As I said, they're going to send it anyway. And there's Wayne C. Burke comes over the finish line and wins it over Jackson Susan Harlow, followed by James Duckworth, fourth. Oh,
a bit of side-by-side action here. Ryan Shooter on Jackson Callow. Shooter
Dave
goes
Roberts
way
in
wide.
fifth, Nathan Anderson in sixth, Jackson Callow in seventh, Ryan Shooter in eighth, Adam Canal in eighth. What's going on with the timing sheets here? They're all going. It's all going crazy.
Shooter just pips. Just pips Nathan Clark.
Yeah, because it messed up the timing sheets, and I mean it must have been the smallest of margins.
6/100th of a second.
Yeah, Gavin Sadler in 16, John Schultz 17.
5/100th.
Troy Maguire in 18th. Jason Mikowski, Terry Marwood, George Fullerton, Lindsay Hobbs, Otis Caldwell, Lockie Dalton, Rob Bowden. Well done to them tonight, mate. It was an awesome race. Well, as they take each other out, let's show you the results so we can go through it anyway. I just read them out, but got to put your name on the screen if you're racing and you go back and watch the broadcast, by all means. Got to show your name. Troy Maguire had a rough night tonight. He's a really good driver. You can see that he got through the pack, you know. But unfortunate for him, he dropped back down. Darren Cartwright did an outstanding job tonight for 111. Thumbs up, buddy. Let's go over the next page. And Jason Mikowski, Otis Caldwell, George Fullerton. I'm surprised George is that far back. And rounds out 25 as Rob Bowden. So look, that was an interesting race. All right.
It was.
Well, look, this was round 1 of season 3 of the Pace Syndicate Hard and Fast Championship. By all means, join back on Thursday nights, and we will do this consecutively for the next 10 weeks. 9 weeks now. Thank you, a big, massive, awesome thank you to Snap On for coming on board and helping us with this race and sponsoring this race. A lot of work goes on behind the scenes, and these boys have stepped up to help us out with this Tsukuba Super Sprint tonight. So massive shout out to them guys. And as we were talking about it before, that yeah, iRacing is becoming more mainstream. You will be seeing this a lot more. And yeah, by all means, tune in. And if you want to race, by all means, go down, get a wheel, jump on iRacing, look on Facebook, and you'll find the Pace Syndicate boys on there. They'll have a group and a page. So by all means, go check that out. And a massive thanks to HoonTV, Mark over there, man. Thanks for hosting us on Facebook and on your YouTube channel. By all means, go and check there out. Like it, thumbs up, subscribe. Go like the Facebook page. There's heaps of stuff if you're into cars, V8s, Holdens, Fords, anything like that. There's heaps of content on there. And as he said in the YouTube chat before, go check out the latest video on the VN Calais. It was pretty sick. Well, my name's Steve Kirk, and I'm going to sign off from tonight. This is Podium Broadcasting, and we will see you back again for the next one next Tuesday. So thanks, Isaac, for jumping in the comms booth tonight, mate. Awesome work.
No problem.
And Podium Broadcasting will be back on Sunday for the AMF GT Dev Series. And we will definitely see what happens next Thursday in the Hard and Fast. So by all means, I'll see you later, and thanks for tuning in.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Humans. Extinction.